Hi everyone, David here from daviddumaiaudio.com, and in this video I want to show you guys how to create some propeller sound effects. So what I'm talking about here, I'm talking about stuff like drones, stuff like helicopters, planes, anything that basically has propellers, how you can create those sound effects without actually having to go out and record them with a recorder. So using things that you have around your house, or maybe just some free sound effects that you might have in your folder. So let's jump into a project. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so here is the project, and I'll just go over the examples so you guys have an idea of what to expect, and then we'll break it down how I created them. So here's the first one. This is a drone sound effect. I also created one here. This is like a plane. And here I had some sci-fi kind of sound. So all right, so how did I create these? So basically, you need one plugin, and it's a tremolo plugin. But for me, though, I like to use this plugin, which is Traveler by Tonsturm. All right, so Traveler is a Doppler reflect plugin, and this is the one I like to use because you can like set the motion of the sound source. So the red dot here on this grid is the listener, and the yellow dot is the sound source, which is moving around the listener. So I like this because then I can create my own. Like, you can move your own dots around. You can add other dots like this. You can change the speed. So let's say I did something like this. You can remove the Doppler effect. You can affect the stereo. So this is all mono. You can make it more stereo. Right, so it's just really powerful for doing this. So this is the one I like to use, but you could just use a tremolo plugin and get some similar effects. Just not, you wouldn't have as much parameters that you could play around with. So it's not as powerful, but still possible. So I'm just going to delete these. There we go. Put it back to where I had it. And here we go. So all I did was I created a circle. So, or I mean, you can also go into shapes and choose circle. And then when you play it, this is what you get. So if I take it off, that's just the sound. You put it on, and suddenly you have this helicopter or propeller kind of sound. So now what I also did is I also added a pitch shifter. So this is nappy, but I actually just have a pitch shifter on here. So I just brought the pitch down by 5 semitones. So it's a bit lower, and you get this sound. So that's how I created this. It's just the sound going around really fast. Like, you know, it's doing a full circle in 1 frame per second. So yeah, but of course you can change it up. I found that was the best sound I could get. And then I also did like another design. So I added these plugins on here. Let's hear this. So this might be like a bigger drone or something bigger that's flying around with a propeller. So let's have a look at what I did here. So I started off with my bass here, which was this. By the way, I should say the thing I used to record this was just a car sound. So this is a toy car. I actually have it here. It's just my son's toy car. So you can like turn it on, and it has this like fan. That's basically it. That's what this file is. Once I had that, then I put on Traveler, and I also put on recenter here just to keep the sound in the center, because if I don't, then it kind of tends to pan left and right a lot, and I just wanted it right in the center without any panning. So that's what I did here. I mean, I could have just taken off the stereo here, but I wanted to keep the effect. And yeah, so once I had that, then I started playing around with some stuff. So first thing I did is pitch the sample down by 12 semitones. And that sounds okay by itself. I also added a subsynth, which is barely doing anything. I don't even know if it's actually doing anything. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. I'm not even sure it's even doing anything. But then after that, I added this, which is a saturation. So I saturated around, what is this, 262. So you get more bass. And then I added distortion here with trash. I brought the mix all down to about, what was that, like 40% or so. Then I also added OTT, which is a multiband compressor. It just balances out the frequencies a little bit better. So to my ears, it sounds like the highs are coming up a little bit and the lows are a bit softer. And there you have it. That's how I created this sound. So let's move on to the next example here, and I'll show you guys how I created that one. So for this one, this was just a sci-fi drone that I created. So I probably use like a synth or something like that, or maybe even drone E. Anyways, but yeah, just a drone I created, printed it out, and so I slapped Traveler and Recenter on it. You get this sci-fi drone sound. So now it's really moving a lot. You get a lot of frequency shifting and changing in the sound file. Probably would have been a little bit better if it was a little bit more like noise-like, where it was more even throughout the file rather than changing up and down in pitch all over time. But I mean, it still works, especially for a sci-fi drone or a sci-fi propeller vehicle of some sort. So that is that. The next one I have here, this was with a fan, an outdoor fan or an AC unit, and this is what it sounds like. And you just stick a Traveler on there, and you just suddenly have like an airplane sound. It's really cool. So I can shape it a little bit with OTT here. But yeah, with just these samples, you can get 3 different kinds of propeller sounds, but really you can create any kind of propeller vehicle just using different samples. So this one was a really small toy fan. This one was a really large fan, outdoor fan. I mean, you could use something like your AC unit. You can use just a house fan. You could probably even try, I haven't tried this, but you could probably do like with a furnace. So if you record like your furnace, you could definitely do that. So yeah, some ideas of things you could use. Stuff I haven't tried, but you could definitely make it work. So anyways, I think that's it for this video. If you guys haven't checked it out already, I also made a video about how you can make your own helicopter sounds doing pretty much this exact same method. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description. Also, I'll leave some free sound effects that I've created, some free propeller sound effects for you guys to pick up royalty free. I'll leave a link in the description for that. And I think that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And yeah. That's it. Thanks for watching.